Life, period, man. Anything that's going on. Other music, other people, other people's experiences. Many different things, man. I get inspired from all kind of shit, you know? Especially great music, or great words, great books, you know? Wisdom, wise words. I'm just writing right now. I mean, even if it's outside, it's inside, it's all connected. You know, I'm striving to write, you know, a script right now. You know, do some screenwriting, something like that. I just want to, you know, I want to just do more than songs, but I want everything to be based on writing. I directed in the past. I did like 20 videos in the early days of Wu-Tang, and I'm just constantly writing, man. Regardless to what I write on my thoughts, whether it be commercials, music, songs. That's what I want to do, you know, really get into film and really write some, you know, magnificent, you know, do some crazy work. Something real good, you know, and get involved whatever I could get involved with, man, as long as it's linked to what I do and not outside, you know, my normal world, and it's cool. Well, the Grandmaster album, I think that's a classical album. That's something that me and Muggs worked on. We planned it, you know, before we recorded. Muggs asked me if I would do an album. I said, yeah. I linked up with him in New York. He gave me some tracks. I took him home. I wrote to about 4 or 5. I hooked up with him 8 months later, 6 months later. I don't remember exactly when. And we knocked the album out in 8 days. I did an album in 8 days, that fast, and a great album too. When it was finished, I didn't really have hooks. I mean, you know, that's how it worked. That's what I'm talking about, going in the studio and just doing you. Not going in thinking, oh, I need 16 bars, I need a hook here. I just did the song, then the hooks came afterward, and then when we were finished the songs, we were playing chess every day in the studio. Every day we were playing chess. And Muggs came to me one day and he said, yo, let's call our album Grandmasters. I'm a Grandmaster, what I do, you're a Grandmaster, what you do. That's the highest level, you know, one can achieve as far as ratings and playing chess. And I thought it was a great idea. And then the titles came around the time we were mastering the album, so everything just fell into place.
I got a lot of stuff coming out, man. Just look forward. I got a mixtape coming out on Baby Grand. My people has been waiting on that for the longest. It's more like a compilation album. And featuring various artists. Right now I have various artists. Who knows what it would be like when I finish? It might just be all me. You know, it all depends. You know, I got an album I'm working on. Well, I haven't started recording, but I'm about to do an album with Chavo from System of a Down. We're about to really, really blow it up with that one. I'm gonna put a lot of energy into that. I'm gonna put energy in everything I do, but that's gonna be a special project for me. And also another GZA album after that. So I'm gonna do 3 albums this year. I'm gonna do a mixtape album for Baby Grand, because I owe you that, Chuck. Man, Chuck goes. I'm gonna do an album with Chavo from System. That's gonna be a classic album. Classic. And I'm gonna do a GZA album. I can't even tell you the title of that right now, because I can't even leak that, but it's so off the hook, and it's so simple. Went to LA, I did about 9 songs with Ray. He may have used about 4 of those on his album, so I'm definitely on a Cuban Links album. You know, I'm on 1 track on Ghost album.
The difference was that Steve Rifkind knew he had a gold mine. I mean, at first he probably didn't. He took a chance, but in the early stage he knew he had a gold mine. Fly Ty, he didn't know what he was fucking with. He didn't know he had this, you know. And there was some artists on the label that knew, because I mean, at the time I was getting signed, and my demo was floating around, and there was a couple of artists off the label. You know, once I met them, they was like, "Oh yeah, I love your stuff," you know. And I was running into artists that was feeling the music. You know, I met when I first met Biz Markie, we was out on the road. Me and Dirty had did a tape called All In Together. He was doing the beatbox, and I was emceeing. And it was a tape that was like spreading around, and it, you know, evidently Biz Mark heard it. So when I got on Coachella, he was like, "You the genius?" And you with he wasn't Old Dirty then. He was like, "And 8 song unique, y'all did," you know. So the buzz was really in the air. And the artists, you know, they was feeling the music, but Fly Ty didn't know. He didn't really give a fuck. I never felt like I was really part of that family. I liked him as an individual. He was cool. We hung out, we had fun. But he had the strongest crew at that time. He had the Juice crew. And was no crew that was that powerful, you know, probably up until the time Wu-Tang came in. But it was really at that time, the Juice crew was like, they had all those MCs, and I felt good to be part of Cold Chillin'. But once I got in, I never really felt like I was part of that family. I knew I had the talent, so it was a very big difference because Fly Ty didn't recognize until Liquid Swords came out. And then he tried to re-release Words from a Genius and put a different photo on there and try to fool the people, but they wasn't going for that shit. You know, it still didn't work. But big up to Fly Ty, man. Fly Ty was the owner of Cold Chillin' Records. He had a partner, Lenny Fitchelberg, and that was his partner. He owned, and Steve Rifkind owned Loud Records, the label that signed Wu-Tang. You know, Fly Ty was just on some bullshit. I mean, even after I got signed, you know, I was new in the industry and shit. So I used to go up to the label, and then I go with my manager, and they'd be like, yo, your artist. The reception would be like, your artist gotta wait outside. I was signed to the fucking label. It's like, what am I waiting outside for? They was on some real bullshit.
You know what
I got him back.
That's dope.
I got him back.